0 serves 0.
It is the 62nd United States Handball Association's four-wall National Handball Championships. Brought to you by the World Players of Handball, Reilly Chandler versus Ashleen Reilly. Ashleen, widely regarded as one or two of the greatest women players on the planet, returning the serve here as Reilly Chandler is one of the most up-and-coming new handball women pros on the circuit. Fred Lewis sitting next to me here. Fred, this looks like it's going to be exciting already.
Yeah, Reilly has really improved her game. You know, she was one of the top collegiate players just a few years ago. You know, she graduated. She spends a lot of time in the classroom teaching elementary school kids, but you know, she's got some time off this summer and she's working on her game. So we'll see how it goes.
She's also one half of handball's power couple. Reilly Chandler and Andy Nett have been playing a lot of handball together, and that has improved her game. She moved to the same town that Andy lives in now, and
1 serves 1.
I don't know if they are engaged yet, but they're both great people. Reilly Chandler, former WPH board member.
Let's see what she does here. See? That could be nerves, but that's the type of shot that she absolutely has to make.
2 serves 1. Short ball.
Both players seem a little nervous at this point.
The last time Reilly played on this court was the US Open in 2011, where she got defeated by Megan Michaelos. You might recall that, Fred.
Yeah, that was a surprise. Quite a match.
3 serves 1.
It's one of Megan's best wins of all time.
Ashleen Reilly
Second serve.
had some serious shoulder problems throughout her career, and that's really what's held her back from being one of those women players that you see that you say is just the greatest you've ever seen. She's certainly on her way, but that injury's been
4 serves
nagging
1.
her for many years. They got the best of her at that US Open, but hats off to Megan Michaelos. A few years back,
she looks like she's hitting her overhands pretty good today. She's put the ball back in the left-hand corner
5 serves
consistently.
1.
A few years back, Fred, Ashleen won the national championships and nobody got more than 7 points off of her in every round of play.
Second serve.
That serve's very effective. Good return by Reilly. Good front court coverage. The one thing I don't see too much with some of the women is that when they have an opponent in the front court and it's their turn to hit the ball, they just seem to put the ball down instead of going for a pass shot.
Second serve.
It's an uncharacteristic skip by Ashleen.
2 serves 5.
She converted that. She's starting to loosen up a little bit.
3 serves 5.
Revolving door shot from Ashleen. Chandler goes back to the roof. Reilly Chandler, coach from the great Tommy Burnett from the Mo State.
That's an avoidable.
Is that an avoidable?
Avoidable.
She might have been called there.
Straight in. It was
I
straight
believe the
in.
referee did call an avoidable, and I see a point going up onto the board here. You see Ashley not happy about that, but
4 serves 5.
Aisling hit that ball that was a 2-wall pass and then stayed in the spot where then Bailey teed off on it, and they gave her a point. Now Bailey at 4-5, and Aisling's not happy. I don't know if I want to make her upset.
Well, I thought it was a good call.
Well, if you hit a ball back at yourself, this is what you...
Well, you got to make an attempt to move, and she didn't make the attempt, and that's why the call
5
was
serves
made.
5.
We're tied at 5. I think the avoidable needs to be called more in handball, and more players seem to be getting away from it, Fred. I mean, if you're going to call a double bounce or a skip ball, you might as well also call what is more obvious than even that.
See?
Look how close.
Very
Aisling.
close there.
Now Bailey has a lead here at 6-5, first game, women's quarterfinals.
6 serves 5.
And there's another point for...
Yeah. Very uncharacteristic. I guess the call is affecting
7
her
serves 5.
psychologically. Good returns by Bailey. She's keeping the ball deep. A lot of unforced errors.
8 serves
Bailey
5.
now starting to get a few points. You see Aisling trying to pump herself up here. Crowd getting involved too. 8-5 is the score.
That was the mistake. Got to keep that serve off the back wall.
5 serves 8.
This is where I think it's a strong point for Aisling. Her serves are so strong to the opposite side of the court.
Yeah, that's good handball. She drove the ball deep, got the setup in front court position, and put it away.
6 serves 8.
Now Aisling serving here. See how that server backs back into, and I know you and I both do it when we play, Fred, but should there be any rule that says the server cannot
6
cross
serves
that
8.
back line after they serve the
No,
ball?
I don't think so.
Watch what Aisling does here, though. How she backs in.
She's allowed to back up.
Well,
She's
was backed
given her
up.
the whole left side of the court.
That's true, but she backed up right into Bailey's shot, taking away the corner. And most players do it on purpose. I know I do. That's the only reason why I'm bringing it up. I do it until the referee says don't do it.
7 serves 8.
And there's no rule saying that you can't.
Short.
I think it's a big flaw in the game. We see Nadi Alvarado Jr. do it a lot, where he serves and then backs into a Luis Moreno. We saw
Second
Luis
serve.
Moreno versus Charlie Shanks at the Players' Championship, where each one hit each other at least 12 times. Had a lot of the fans talking about that.
See what she does with this. That was a mistake by Aisling, missed the ceiling. He missed the ceiling, it causes a back wall
8
setup.
serves 7.
Now the momentum changes once again. See if Bailey can capitalize. Keep that serve off the back wall.
Not too many people can score 8 points off of Aisling Reilly and make that 9 points. Now, as Bailey Chandler just did, probably her best serve of the tournament. A slider down the right
9
corner.
serves 7.
She kind of looked to the left and then pushed it down the right. I like that serve.
Trouble.
That's such a strong suit from Aisling Reilly, able to pop the ball with a fist to the ceiling like that.
7 serves 9. Short ball. Second serve.
Aisling Reilly from Belfast in Northern Ireland. She plays at the St. Paul's GAC.
8 serves 9.
I know our engineer right now for this match. Jeff Kastner and I both went there to that GAC handball club and watched Ashley Reilly play Fiona Shannon back when she was still a teenager. 9-9 is the score here, game number 1.
No line serves.
You heard the referee call short. It was short. Ashley wanted to appeal that. Now that's the serve right there that Ashley might just stick with, that hard Z. A lot of players don't know how to defend this. Fred, give us an idea of what you need to do right here in order to get that ball back into play. It looked like Bailey played it correctly, but you see a lot of players have troubles popping that ball to the ceiling, or they don't have a developed fist shot. What do you do when that hard Z serve is served to your left?
Well, there's a couple things that you can do. One thing you don't see too many players do is just turn sideways and face the left side wall and go around. In other words, hit the left side wall, front wall, and then right side wall, and bring it back into the left-hand corner.
That takes a lot of power, though.
No, not really. It's a matter of footwork.
Is there another option if you're unable to throw that ball up there?
Try and hit the ball overhand to the ceiling if you can, or hit front wall, right wall. The worst thing you can do is hit straight front wall
11 serves
where
10.
it sets up off the back wall. You got to slow the ball down and make the ball come back into the corner.
Now we've seen fast players like Paul Brady, and we saw Tony Healy do it a lot, where they would run in and cut that ball with their right hand, but you have to really commit early on that.
Well, yeah, and you know, if you're the server and you know, your opponent is letting the ball bounce, then you know you're going to keep going to the well as much as you can until they make you change.
Dave Fink had some success against Nadia Alvarado Jr. yesterday on that Z serve. Now,
10
of
serves,
course,
11.
he's left-handed, so he gets a little better spin on the ball when he hits it over to that right side. But he also is hurting himself in a bit because his back is turned to Nadia, who then would run in and try to cut
11 serves 11.
But in this match, we see Ashley Reilly giving us a full array of different serves, and we're all tied at 11 here.
Yeah, this is a good match.
You're watching the WPH's live coverage of the 62nd United States Handball Association's Four-Wall National Championships. Last night, we had a special induction to Hall of Famer, now Hall of Famer, John Bike. You were there as one of the current Hall of Fame members. It was a good presentation, and the crowd was very supportive and positive. But it was nice to see all of the other Hall of Fame members that you share the jacket with, Fred, also in attendance, Duffy Singer and Mike Dow, and the list goes on of contributors as well as players from the past.
Well, it's good to see everybody come out and support in support of John. You know, John is a very important individual in terms of handball history, not only for what he did on the court, but what he did off the court as well. You know, as developmental director of the USHA back in the 1990s, you know, he just did some phenomenal work in terms of goodwill and you know, in inducing other players to join the USHA.
11 serves 11. Short. Second serve. Twelve serves 11. Thirteen serves 11. Fourteen serves 11. 15 serves 11.
Okay, now we're back. Ashleen's made quite a run here.
Had some minor technical difficulties with the power situation here at the facility. We're back, though, to watch this closing of the first game.
It was a nice shot by Bailey. Get the serve back
11
now.
serves,
Now
15.
she's got to take advantage of it and run a few points, put the pressure back on.
Both of these players working through some of those early jitters, Fred, and it looks like they're both in their groove right now. Bailey making a beautiful shot.
By Bailey. Very good.
Now, with the ball that comes around the
12
revolving
serves,
door,
15.
whether it's to the right or the left, you see a lot of players having troubles with that, but some players excel. Is it just because of footwork?
Well, it's footwork and, you know, having the confidence to allow the ball to come out. In other words, the players that have difficulty
13
with
serves,
it, you know,
15.
are grabbing it. They're reaching behind them and, you know, not getting their body behind the ball. But it's a timing thing. You know, it's waiting another split second to let the ball get to the center of the body.
Now Bailey scoring some unanswered points here. The first one I thought was a great serve, and I was surprised she went to that more
14 serves 15.
revolving door serve, 14 to 15. I like the serve from Bailey right now if she can keep it into those walls right there. That's making Ashleen have to use more of a defensive return here.
Yeah, but she's trying to
15
punch the ball
serves,
back
15.
down the left instead of hitting it up to the ceiling and getting her up the short line. That's what I'm saying. You know, she scored a few points and now the pressure's back on.
Nice return right there from Bailey, but you don't want to go to the roof with Ashleen. She's the master.
Well, you can go to the roof if you can put the ball back in the corner. All these ceiling shots are coming back in the center of the court.
And another miss hit from
Another
Ashleen
unforced
Reilly.
error.
That's a miss hit that has resulted in a point. Now Bailey Chandler serving here at 16 to
16 serves
15.
Well, she
15.
tried to push the ball instead of teeing off on it and hitting it hard.
We're at Los Cab in Fountain Valley, California.
Replay.
That was a good call.
It was more of one of those safety replays as
16 serves 15.
Ashleen thought there was going to be a collision. She stuck her hands out as opposed to getting her hands in the right position to hit the ball. That ball's just
Good
fooling.
serve.
It's just fooling Ashleen back there.
Driving her back, driving her back. Right corner. That was a good shot.
Good shot. I think Bailey could have played it off the back wall, but
Timeout.
maybe not. Timeout call from
15
Ashleen Reilly.
serving 16.
You heard the call from the referee, 15 to 16. It's the WPH's continued coverage of the 62nd United States Handball Association's four-wall national championships. We're lucky to have Fred Lewis, who is in the Handball Hall of Fame with the USHA. What year were you inducted? 80?
1893. 1993.
They brought the your jacket in on the Wells Fargo wagon. 1993. So you were inducted in 93. Who gave your speech? Tell me where it was at and a little bit about your induction.
I was at Baltimore at, I think it was the Merit Club, it was called. We had several national tournaments there. And my two good friends, Kenny Smolak and Lou Russo, did the honors for me. Louis had been inducted into the Hall of Fame, I think a year or two earlier. And of course, he and I grew up together. We were rivals. He was a few years older than me, and we actually both went to the same high school, played high school handball for James
15
Monroe High
serves
School,
16.
PSAL in New York.
15 serves 16 as we're back into play. This is the women's quarterfinals. Ashleen Reilly, the #1 seed, up against Bailey Chandler. And Bailey is leading. When it comes to
Tough
big
shot. Let's see what she does with that.
when it comes to
Can't
big
do that. Can't do that, Bailey. Come on.
when it comes to big
16
game experience,
serves 16.
Ashleen certainly has
Short.
more on her resume. Senior championship, Irish Nationals, U.S. Nationals. She's done well at the World Championships.
Reilly got lazy on that last shot. She actually had a setup and rushed it. If she'd have moved her feet and gotten in position, she had a kill shot opportunity.
Wow, that ball
took advantage of that. That was a great shot.
Just flipped up there to the front wall, and she gets a side out.
16-16.
All together at 16 with Reilly Chandler serving here against Aisling Reilly. I don't think many people could have predicted this, Fred.
No, I don't think so. She's playing great.
Oh, that's a good shot right there, too. That ball 1 inch high off the front wall. It pops up, but Aisling's unable to get it. 17th point now for Reilly.
17 serves 16.
I like that, too. It's going to hit the side wall. It does.
Check it.
Aisling not hustling back or toward the front wall.
Bailey's just got to keep playing solid here and not try and get too excited about ending the volley when the opportunity isn't there.
Not a bad return. Not a bad one again, and she just sticks the fist out and gets lucky. It's one of those look what I found shots. Now her 18th point.
18 serves 16.
Stuck a fist out, Fred, and it just barely made the front wall, and then
sometimes you need that.
Well, you need it late in the game. I don't know about early, but late works really good. This is going to be a setup for Aisling. She likes it right about there, and she just...
That's a great shot.
Inside outs it.
16 serves 18.
Don't know if I like that.
Great shot.
Not a smart shot from Reilly Chandler. Now it's 17-18 as Aisling Reilly. Reilly is clearly
17 serves 18.
Outplayed Aisling in this match, but yet Aisling is just a point away from tying it.
Back well set up. Played it safe.
That was a smart shot right there from Reilly. Some contact, no call from the referee. Another big setup. This one's going to go down the right wall into the corner, and now we're tied at 18. Referee letting the players play through on some of those little incidental contacts.
Yeah, it's okay.
Timeout.
Got a timeout here.
18-18.
It's a good call.
Yeah. 18-18.
Bailey's got to calm herself down right now. Realize it's a 3-point game.
If you're watching this live handball feed right now, and if you're wanting to come down and watch courtside, there are no fees at the club. Just say that you want to watch handball, they'll let you in. You don't have to pay any type of court fees or admission to watch the pro matches. It's open to the public here at the Los Caballeros Sports Village. The 62nd, excuse me, I'm always 5 years ahead of myself, 62nd USHA Four-Wall National Handball Championships in Fountain Valley, California. We've been here many times, Fred. You were here before the WPH Forum back in 2005, but we have certainly, I think this is our 8th or 9th time that we filmed at this location, and the weather this weekend is certainly some of the best I've ever seen.
Well, after what I left the other day, 107 with 50% humidity, to come down here in 75, 80 degree weather, I couldn't agree with you more. Yeah, this is one of the premier, if not the premier location to hold a tournament and do a webcast.
We're all back in here, tied at 18. This is the first game between Aisling Reilly, the #1 seed. Big setup now. Reilly Chandler has to readjust, and she gets the side out after that timeout, and we're tied at 18 in the first game. Aisling Reilly, I haven't seen too many people score 18 points off of her in the past 3 or 4 years.
18.
Here it is. It's a 3-point game right here. That's how you have to look at it. Got to make every serve and every shot count.
There's a foot fault not called. That looks like it could be a point. No, she's able to flip it back.
Set up.
So surprised that Aisling hit that ball back at.
Yeah, I thought she was
Reilly.
going down the right. She had the whole right side open, but
18-18.
We're all together at 18 here.
it's a good return.
It's surprising to see Aisling flipping a lot of balls to the back wall when she's up front like that. She could paddle it, but I see her so many times just flipping back.
Oh, too bad.
One of those bad bounces in the corner. That's actually a very successful type shot. It's a modified deep two-wall pass. Actually hits one of the corners, hits the back wall, and then squelches back in an opposite
19
direction.
serves 18.
It's nothing you can really aim for, Fred, but when it happens, you certainly embrace it. 19-18 is the score, not tied at 19. And here it is,
Can't
Ashley
have
Reilly
that.
serving for the first game.
Cannot have that. Ball's got to hit the front wall.
Game
Give
point serves
yourself
18.
a chance to win. Goodbye. Couple unforced errors there at the end of the game.
Ashley Reilly.
Experience. Is that experience that won that game?
I believe so, and I believe some of the nerves that weren't there midway through the first game for Bailey Chandler certainly came out there toward the end as the big game experience from Aisling Reilly takes over. You see Andy Netz, the guy friend of Bailey Chandler, fellow pro handball player who had a very successful tournament here at Los Cab, going down to consult Bailey Chandler. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back in about 4 minutes. For Fred Lewis, Linda Manning, and Jeff Kastner, my name is Dave Vincent. You're watching the WPH continued coverage of the 62nd United States Handball Association's Four-Wall National Handball Championships. We'll be back in just a bit. Stick with us.
got the label on it. Still got the label on it. I gave it to them. Zero serve, zero. Short ball.
There is the first serve from Reilly, which is
Second
a short
serve.
ball. This is the 62nd United States Handball Association's four-wall National Handball Championships Women's Pro quarterfinals between Bailey Chandler and Reilly. Bailey Chandler wearing that Team USA shirt from the United States Handball Association.
One serve, zero.
Score of the first game, Fred, was 21-18 in favor of the Irish woman. Not the Irishman, but the Irish woman from Belfast, Ashley.
I'd like to see Bailey keep it up. Tough shot. Well, she had a couple opportunities there and hit the front side instead of putting the ball down the wall.
Ashley is superb at going to the roof. That's why I was surprised that we didn't see more of that in the first game. I mean, we saw some of it, but she'll camp there until she gets the perfect opportunity. Very David Chapman-like. This looks in the second game more like the Reilly that I thought that I'd seen in the first one, even though I know it's early, Fred.
Three serve, zero.
There's an unreturned serve, now 4-0.
Four serve, zero. Short. Second serve.
4 serve, 0, second serve.
Yeah, unforced error. Bailey's going to have to plug this pretty soon, otherwise be lights out.
Well, I think it was a wake-up call for Aisling, who might not have known how good Reilly Chandler was, and looked as if Reilly was just trying to coast there to an easy victory.
0 serves 5.
Competition gets more tough, Fred, as the years go on, as you know.
Oh, yeah. That's the great part about competition. People get better.
Five serves 0.
Score is 5-0 here.
Short.
Reilly Chandler from Eden Prairie, Minnesota. Aisling Reilly from Belfast
Second serve.
in Antrim, Northern Ireland. Reilly has so much retrievability, but Aisling hits the ball so hard.
Well, that's the key.
6 serves 0. Timeout. Score is 7 serving 0.
You heard the timeout call right there, and probably a smart one, even though I feel it might have been a little too late for Reilly Chandler here.
Well, I don't know. It's never too late. She's just got to get some momentum going. She's got to, you know, get that serve, and when she gets the setup, she's got to put it away. No second chances.
This is the 62nd United States Handball Association's four-wall national handball championships. Los Caballeros Sports Village in Fountain Valley, California, which is just about, as the crow flies, 5 miles from Surf City, from the coast, from the ocean.
That sounds good right now.
Okay. 7 serves 0.
Okay.
It does sound good, doesn't it?
Shallow. That's a great shot. Love that pass drive.
Eventually now, Bailey's going to start
8
getting
serves 0.
frustrated. She was so close in that first game, and now she can see it just slipping away really quick here.
She's not playing as well. Hit the ball right back at her.
And look at that shot right there from Aisling Reilly.
Setup.
But Aisling looks like she's just playing around now, just with
9
so much
serves 0.
ease. More comfortable, maybe just getting that first match out of the way. We have to realize this is Aisling's first match of the tournament, Fred, and Bailey's already played a round.
Well, there's a good shot by Bailey. Now she's really got to capitalize now, run a few points on the serve.
0 serves 9.
Take a little bit of the momentum away in that comfort zone that Aisling is in right now.
One serves 9.
You heard the score there from referee Nelson
that call?
Quintero.
See, there you go. Took a little bit off it instead of ripping it.
2 serves 9.
This is the second game. Bailey scored 18 in the first. Trying to make this competitive here in the second game.
Side out.
Like you said earlier, Fred, you just can't miss those opportunities.
No. See, she needs to be 2 steps further towards the back wall.
9 serves 2.
See what happens here. There's the difference. One does, one doesn't.
10 serves 2.
Good pass. That was a beauty. Drew her in and then hit the ball by her.
11 serves 2.
See the frustration, body language.
12 serves 2.
Score here is 12-2. Second game, Aisling Reilly trying to make it to the semifinals of this women's pro division, National Handball Championships.
Okay, there's a break. Take advantage.
2 serves 12.
Good serves. Then move your feet, get in position.
Wow, inside out, punch fist down the right wall.
Okay, well, bad serve.
Bad serve, but also a lot of coolness from Aisling Reilly, who knows how to play this game of handball. As you see the fans
12 serves
slowly
2.
gathering into the show court here.
Short.
It's an educated crowd, Fred, but it's Southern California.
Second serve.
And there are so many things to do here that even on a big major championship, they slowly come down to the courts and make their way here. And when they're here, they give you all the attention you can possibly get.
The gallery will be filled for the next
2
match.
serves 12.
I can tell you right now, there's probably 50 people in the gallery and about 48 of them that would lose to both of these women.
Whoa, great recovery.
12 serves 2. Short. Second serve.
Aisling has
I don't know why she took that ball out of the air. She had a back wall setup.
Aisling has such good pace
13 serves 2.
on the ball. She doesn't have to hit it too hard. She knows it's just going to flop in the back court. That's why I find her so special, is that she almost thinks outside of her brain and is able to make some of these really cool shots.
Well, she's very consistent. Hard to beat consistency.
14 serves 2.
Very disciplined as well. She sticks with something. She keeps going after it. Now
Timeout.
15
Second
to 2 and a
timeout. 15
timeout call.
serving 2.
As you hear the call from the referee, Nelson Quintero, 15 to 2. As Aisling Reilly is really putting down the hammer here versus Bailey Chandler, who played her tough in the first game. And I guess that first game would be somewhat like Bailey's Super Bowl.
Yep.
21 to 18 was the score there, and Bailey was really in command when she was up 18 to 17.
Well, you know, the difference this game, she's not serving as well. She's pressing, you know, not doing the same things. There's like no pressure at all on Aisling. And, you know, when a good player feels no pressure, you know, it's going to be lights out. She's just doing whatever she wants.
I don't know if the broadcast booth can, or the engineer's booth can come to our booth with the outdoor camera, but if you can, it's not that I'm a video hog here, but I'm thinking to myself, I want these people at home, Fred, to see the beautiful Fred Lewis. Today you're dressed up in the blue shirt. You've got the WPH jacket on. I mean, I think you look really great here.
Thank you, Dave.
Tremendous.
So do you.
It would be great to have one of those Fred Lewis USHA Hall of Fame jackets.
The one that doesn't fit me anymore?
You have to get it resized?
Well, I had a button that came off last night. I can't close it anymore because I gained so
15
much
serves
weight.
2.
As we go back
Probably
into the
40 pounds since I first put it on.
go back to the court here. Well, you can take the patch off and put it on top of the WPH patch. I'll give you approval through our board of directors on that if you like.
Thank you.
We can
2
Velcro
serves
it so you can
15.
just swipe it in and out. 2 to 15 score here. Bailey Chandler serving. That's just a terrible open hand shot.
Well,
from
you know,
Reilly.
the ball fooled her. Instead of moving her
15
feet and
serves
hitting the
2.
ball overhand, she played
Short
it too
ball.
close to her body.
Bailey's going to be mad at herself after this match is over, but she did have a good first game, and it's
Second
something
serve.
to improve on, obviously.
Yeah, she's very impressive the first game. I think she played up to her potential the first game. She's got enormous
16
potential.
serves 2.
Wow. See, Bailey's just got a lot of sprite in her legs, and she runs back and is ready to
17
serve
serves
this.
2.
or return the serve, but she needs to be doing
Well,
something more.
She's so far behind right now that, you know, she's not hitting the ball with any rhyme or reason. I think she feels like the match is, you know, pretty much
18 serves 2.
gone.
Let's see what Bailey does with this ball. Aisling Reilly has already won one women's pro national championship title, and that was a couple years back in Texas.
Yeah, that was a dominant performance.
It was one of the best I think I've ever
19
seen.
serves 2.
She did not win in Minnesota, did not win.
She didn't play in Minnesota, did
Right, she didn't win there. Fiona Shannon came over from the same club. They both spar together in Belfast. She came over and won that one. I'm surprised to see in a World's year that Fiona's not here for this one. But she's also going, like Paul Brady, for her 4th straight World Championship title. It's a pretty big feat. If you think about every 3 years, there's only one winner. And over a 12-year span, she'll have all of them, Fiona Shannon.
Well, I got a feeling that women's bracket is going to be loaded. It's going to be very competitive.
There's a little hand
There's
error
an unforced error. I think she took her eye off the ball.
3 serves 19.
This is a part of the match where you just sort of let your guard down if you're Bailey Chandler and say, you know what,
Gotta
I've
go
conceded,
for it.
I've lost this,
Short
so I'm
ball.
going to change it up a little bit here and just try to feel relaxed and comfortable. And she very well could score
Second
some points.
serve.
I know I've done it. I've seen a lot of other players do it too. You have nothing to lose, like you said.
Here's an unforced error.
4 serves 19.
Yeah, if you're going to hit a lob serve, she's got another break. You can see Aisling just is let
5
up.
serves 19.
Just gave her a couple of gifts. See what happens here. Great drive. Just love that shot.
It's safe, but you can put a little bit of power into it and get points.
19 serves 5.
Side out. It's 19-5 score here. 2 points away from advancing to the semifinals again is Aisling Reilly. Seems to do well in America. Look how comfortable Aisling is with her fish shots to the ceiling. She missed that one though, and now it's a side out at 5-19.
5 serves 19.
Just so nonchalant in there. That's something else that plays into an opponent's head. I talked to Nadia Alvarado Sr. about you specifically, Fred, and I said, when you were upcoming, you know, what was the most intimidating thing? And he said, well, this Fred Lewis was able to just go in there and so effortlessly defeat people, and he did it so nonchalantly, and that just intimidated everybody. You see a player that looks like, you know, Luis Moreno, where he looks like he's really not putting much effort into it.
6 serves 19.
It makes you actually have to play harder to try to overcome that, or sometimes it works into your head where you play soft too, and they're destroying you because you're trying to play into their game.
Well, you know, it all comes down to getting in position. You know, the players that consistently get into position to hit the ball right are the ones that are the winners. The Bradys, Chapman did it for so many years. Moreno's starting to do it. He's not there yet as
7
far as
serves
I'm
19.
concerned on a consistent basis, but you know, that's what makes a winner.
7-19 is the score here. Bailey just squelches one in the front and gets another point. She was on her way of losing this one 21-2, and now she has 5 unanswered points. Tough ball to get back. The ball hit a bad bounce. It probably will be replayed.
We're going to replay that, a bad bounce on the back wall.
Door wasn't even shut. No complaint from Reilly.
7 serves 19.
it's just a case of
Now the serve keeps coming front side right to the center of the court. You know, there's no excuse for that.
Well, then Bailey
when you have control of the serve, you've got to put that ball right down the wall
serves 7.
consistently.
Compound that though, Fred. She didn't turn around to look to see what Aisling was doing. If she did, she would have easily have gotten that ball. Now a point for Aisling Reilly.
Game, match point, serve 7.
Here it is, 20, serve 7, one more point, and Reilly will advance. Here at the USHA 4-wall Nationals, and a side out.
Well, she slopped that one to the right and it came right back down the center of the court.
7 serves 20.
Backwell setup.
Here it is, game point again. Second attempt for Reilly.
Match point, serve 7.
There it is.
And a side out.
Then hit it hard. Try to throw it
7
dart.
serves 20.
That's what I tell our kids all the time. Hit the ball hard. Don't take anything off the ball.
Replay.
That ball will be played over.
7 serves 20.
You heard the call there from the referee, 7-20 with Bailey Chandler still in the box here. I like that serve from Bailey, where it's hitting the wall at about the place that you'd want to return it. There's a point, now at 8-20.
Yeah, if you hit it deep, you're going to pinch your opponent against the back wall.
Eight serves 20. Short
Luis
ball.
Moreno will be facing Charlie Shanks at 11:30 Pacific Standard Time, so that's about 20 minutes from right now here on the show court. It will be broadcast live. Please tell all of your friends to tune in to this live broadcast to watch Shanks versus Moreno. There's another point for Bailey Chandler. I would say it's a huge...
If she hits 10, you're going to see a timeout.
9 serves 20.
Well, I think it's a huge victory if Bailey were able to get to double digits here after what looked like it was going to be a complete landslide.
Good serve. Trouble.
Unbelievable shot right there from Aisling, who has just the right pace, Fred.
That's a good touch.
Just very soft ceiling shot there.
Match point, serves 9.
Here is Aisling's 4th attempt to win this match.
Good return. She skipped it, huh?
And
That's
Aisling Reilly does take it down.
Good match.
21-18, 21-9.
Good effort by Bailey.
Reilly goes into the semifinals now and certainly gearing up to try to make the finals one more time here at the USHA 4-Wall National Handball Championships. For Jeff Castor, Linda Manning, and Fred Lewis, my name is Dave Vincent. We are going to say goodbye for about 20 minutes or so and then have the men's pro bracket, bottom bracket semifinal match between Luis Moreno and Charlie Shanks coming up next. You stay here. It's the WPH's continued coverage of the 62nd United States Handball Association's 4-Wall National Handball Championships. Right around the corner. Stick with us.